Hey, it's Danny from Conscious Calisthenics here. So I get a lot of people ask me on a regular basis, what supplements can I take in an intermittent fasting state that will not break them out of that fasted state so they continue to get the full benefits. So I'm going to explain to you fully all of the different supplements you can take and which ones I avoid and which ones I recommend avoiding completely. So the first one we're going to focus upon is vitamins. So can you take them or not? Are they going to break you out of a fasted state or not? So what I have to say is no, vitamins will not break you out of a fasted state because they contain no calories whatsoever, and a lot of vitamins are actually known to decrease your insulin. And yeah, if you're taking something that increases insulin, then yeah, it will break you out of a fasted state, but not anything that will lower insulin. So it can actually help give you greater benefits with daily intermittent fasting. So you do not need to be concerned about taking any vitamins whatsoever. You can take them in the fasted state, or you could even take them with your dinner meal. And what I say is some vitamins are better absorbed when consumed with a meal and some are not. So you want to do your research up and find out which ones are better to take in a fasted state and not, because yeah, you don't be taking supplements to improve your health and correct nutritional deficiencies and give your body the nutrients it needs, and take them at a time where you're not going to fully utilize them. And I can make a video on that in the near future. The second one, mineral supplements. Are they okay? Yes, they're completely fine. Again, they do not contain any calories, just like the vitamins. They're not going to induce a insulin response within you. And again, these can help lower insulin. And what I say is by taking vitamins and minerals in a fasted state, it can actually give you far greater benefits. For example, I take niacin in high doses, which is vitamin B3, and 3 hours after taking it, shown through scientific research that I put a link down below, it makes human growth hormone levels skyrocket for quite a while afterwards. So this is normally why I take it 3 hours before training, because intermittent fasting is known through scientific research to massively increase human growth hormone production. So if you're taking a supplement like niacin, you are getting even greater benefits with that human growth hormone production. And human growth hormone helps increase muscle mass, decrease your body fat percentage. It's also known for its amazing anti-aging benefits and a whole host of benefits to your mind and body holistically. And for anyone that's still concerned about taking vitamins and minerals in an intermittent fasting state, I'm going to read out an article that talks about a man that fasted for 385 days on water alongside vitamins and minerals. So as it says here, in 1966 there was a study published in United Press International headlined "Stout Scott Peels Off 393 Pounds of Weight." And it retold the story of a 26-year-old Angus Barberia eating breakfast at the moment he finished his Lent that began more than a year ago. "Beside from feeling a bit weak," he said, "there aren't any ill effects," he said to the reporter. And then it goes on to say, a case report is published in 1973 by the doctor who monitored this person's 382-day fast. So yes, sorry, not 385 days, 382 days, I got that wrong. Where he presents not only the 276-pound weight loss from 456 pounds to 180 pounds in total weight, but also the usage of many minerals and vitamins that kept him alive, and that there was an interval of 37 to 48 days between the stools. So yeah, as you can see, they got amazing weight loss benefits, and obviously alongside that a whole host of amazing health benefits mentally and physically, holistically. So as it shows from this case study, you do not need to be concerned about taking vitamins and minerals whilst in an intermittent fasting state at all. And the third one, which this is a very common supplement taken by so many different people, and that is essential fatty acids, which are even known as omega-3, 6, 9, EPA, DHA. There's also other essential fatty acids out there, but they're the most commonly known ones and the most consumed essential fatty acids out there in supplementation form. And what I say is they are a fat. Do not consume them whilst in a fasted state, because they do contain a small amount of calories, and your body is going to be thinking that it's getting some type of food source. So I'd highly recommend not taking them whilst in a fasted state. And what I have to say is, you never want to be taking essential fatty acids on an empty stomach in a fasted state. You always want to be taking them with food, because you really need to be consuming it with food that contains some fat sources so you can actually assimilate and utilize the essential fatty acids that you're taking in supplementation form. So that's something to just be very, very mindful. And the next one is probiotics. And from the research that I've done up online, they have no calories whatsoever. They're not going to induce an insulin response out of you and break you out of your daily intermittent fasted state and stop you getting the full benefits of daily intermittent fasting. So yeah, I personally actually take some probiotics every single day, at least once a day. But what I say is, a lot of probiotics on the market are actually dead and they're not shelf stable. So a lot of people think they're getting some amazing probiotics when the bacteria is actually dead in there. And a lot of the supplements that are in probiotic form, so to speak, when they actually get stomach acid, the majority or all of the beneficial bacteria within a lot of these supplements get destroyed in the stomach acid. So I take one specifically that can bypass the stomach acid made by Fawn research, and the bacteria does not become active until it goes into the intestinal tract. So it's one of the most amazing probiotics out there. If you want to start taking this one and buy this one, I'll put some links down below for UK, US and worldwide supplies. I absolutely love it, and so do my clients that I work with and coach and help around the world. And next up is herbal supplements. So what I have to say, it depends what type of herbal supplements you're taking. If you're taking powdered herbs that have been ground down, for example, or you're adding some herbs to water, hot water more specifically, is what a lot of people would do to extract some of the components and compounds from the herbs that they're using, then that's fine. But if you are taking herbal tinctures that contain alcohol, I do not recommend taking them at all, because yeah, it's really not good to be doing that, because your body is going through a natural detoxification process, and alcohol is a toxic byproduct to the body. And yeah, it just doesn't seem right to me at all to be consuming something with alcohol in whilst in an intermittent fasting state, no matter how little it is. And when it comes to herbal supplements and capsules, they're fine as well. So yeah, it really, really depends on which form you are taking it in. And what I say is, certain herbs are known to decrease insulin, also boost testosterone, so they can actually increase the benefits that you're getting from intermittent fasting. Next up is amino acids, and I'm talking about BCAAs because that'll be the next thing that I talk on, but just amino acids as a whole, all the different amino acids. No, do not consume them at all, because they are the building blocks to protein, and things such as leucine, which is a specific amino acid, makes your brain think you're in a fed state. And also, amino acids have been shown in certain specific scientific research done out there to increase insulin. So yeah, inducing an insulin response within you. And if insulin goes up, then you are going to start lowering also glucagon, which is a protein that goes up whilst you're in an intermittent fasting state, that allows your body to start burning its own body fat as fuel. So yes, I do not recommend taking your amino acids whilst in a fasted state at all, and you do not need to worry about muscle loss and needing to preserve muscle mass at all, because your body does that whilst in an intermittent fasting state due to human growth hormone and testosterone production and a whole host of benefits that you're getting whilst in that intermittent fasted state. So what I recommend is consuming them just before you break your fast with your first meal of the day, or take them with your first meal of the day. So next up is BCAAs. So when you look on the packaging of most BCAA supplements, it says it contains no calories, but that is misinformation, because 1 gram of BCAAs contains 4 calories. So that's one reason I would not recommend taking BCAAs whilst in a fasted state. As with the amino acids, take it just before a meal or with your meal. And again, you don't need to be worried about losing muscle mass and trying to actually gain muscle mass as well, because yeah, I'm someone that recommends doing training in intermittent fasting state, and yeah, your body's very, very clever. It doesn't need BCAAs to preserve muscle mass and make your muscles grow and repair after training, unlike what a lot of supplement companies are going to tell you out there. But yeah, they want to induce some fear into you so they can make some money by selling these BCAAs to you. And yeah, it also contains leucine, which I mentioned earlier, which will dramatically increase insulin and break you out of a completely fasted state. And from the research I've done, one of the most popular BCA supplements out there is by Extend, and it contains sucralose. And there has been scientific research out there that shows that sucralose increases insulin within the body. So again, it's inducing an insulin response within you. So for all of those different reasons, I recommend not consuming them whilst in that intermittent fasting state. And the next one, which I get asked about this so frequently, is can you consume protein powder drinks whilst in that intermittent fasting state? And no, you cannot. It is still a food. It may not be in its whole form, but it still contains quite a few calories. And as well, not all protein powders are made equally. Some of them will contain sucralose, some of them contain sugar and certain other things that can induce an insulin response within your body, and it's just going to make your body think that it is being fed food, because it literally is. So do not be consuming the protein powder at all. You do not need to be whilst in that intermittent fasting state. What you could do is, what I normally do is break my daily 1 meal a day intermittent fast with my green fruit protein smoothie, and I haven't had any issues with losing muscle mass at all with not consuming protein whilst in that intermittent fasting state of 1 meal a day. And what I've actually found is, since I've been doing 1 meal a day for around 4 months, my muscle mass has increased more and my body fat's gone down even more. So yeah, it's not something that I'm concerned about at all. And last but not least is pre-workouts. And what I say is, a lot of pre-workouts contain sucralose. So again, it is something you want to avoid. And I'll read out a study about this as well. When study participants drank sucralose, their blood sugar peaked at a high level that when they drank only water before consuming glucose. Insulin levels also rose about 20% higher, so the artificial sweetener was related to an enhanced blood insulin and glucose response. So as you can see through that study, you do not want to be consuming sucralose at all. And what I also have to say is as well, pre-workouts contain calories and amino acids, which I've mentioned so many times why you don't want to be consuming anything with calories in and amino acids, so I'm not going to go into that in any more detail. And there can be a whole host of other things contained within pre-workouts depending on which ones that you buy on the market. And what I have to say, at least for me, I do not need pre-workouts whilst in my intermittent fasting state, because I found even with eating 1 meal a day, I just have an abundance of energy throughout the day in comparison to when I used to eat multiple meals throughout the day. So why do I need to be taking a pre-workout? I go and train with very high intensity calisthenics workouts, and it just optimizes my workouts and my recovery time after training, and my energy levels and stamina endurance whilst I'm training as well, and a whole host of other benefits that just help maximize my sports performance and recovery. So yeah, I don't need them whatsoever. I don't even drink coffee because I don't need that stimulant that is just overstimulating my nervous system and adrenal gland to give me a fake source of energy. And if you're someone that does have low energy whilst in an intermittent fasting state, I highly recommend you check out the link for the video that I put up above that will talk about many different reasons as to why you may be having low energy whilst in your intermittent fasting state. And if you're someone that would like to learn how you can do daily intermittent fasting with the 16-8 method, where you fast around 16 hours a day and eat for around an 8-hour window, I'll put a link for a video up above where I talk about that in full details, so you can do it in the most effective way for you to get the greatest weight loss benefits, hormone benefits and health benefits as well. And last but not least, if you're someone that is more interested in eating 1 meal a day and you'd like to learn how you can eat 1 meal a day, then I would also recommend checking out my How to Eat 1 Meal a Day video that I will put a link up above for. And what I do at the end of the video is also put some videos there to do with intermittent fasting, or many different things that you can learn about intermittent fasting, how to do it in the most safe and effective way for you. I also have some videos showing you what I eat within a day on my 1 meal a day diet. So if those interest you, stay to the end of the video and those videos will come up so you can look at them in case you're interested in them. So that's it for this video. And if you haven't already, go and check out my Instagram for this YouTube channel that I will put a link down below. I put many inspirational, motivational Instagram posts up showing you what I eat, what I'm doing within a day, amazing places that I'm going to as well, and also body aesthetic photos. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below as always, and I get back to you as soon as possible. I love answering your questions. If you like the video, like it down below, give us a thumbs up, and please share this video with anyone that you think would like to hear about what I shared with you today in this video in regards to taking supplements and which one you can and cannot take whilst in that intermittent fasting state, at least if you want to get the full benefits from intermittent fasting. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below to receive a lot more intermittent fasting videos from me on a regular basis, 1 meal a day videos, also videos showing you what to eat for my 1 meal a day on a plant-based diet, calisthenics, workout and progression videos, and many other different videos to send you in the direction of gaining and maintaining the body desire, the fitness levels and the energy levels as well. So if those type of videos sound good to you, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and you click the bell notification button next to the subscribe button. Otherwise YouTube will not notify you of when new videos are uploaded, and I have new ones coming every single day. So as always, stay fit, stay energetic and go and get those gains. Peace.